All right, we are currently on the way to third layer. And this is my first time trying to implement more of a vlog style to this coaching process we got going to PHNX AM. So if you don't know, you will know, we are gonna be going to PHNX AM. We got some skaters we're training, Franco, Jonathan Reese, a couple other homies, and you know, we're all taking a trip. They're theirs, taking them down there to skate, and we are their coaches. I specifically am their coach for in-person stuff right now. Me and Lou have been discussing, conversating, and figuring out the best ways for them to stay skating and get back to skating faster, right? Recovering, that's a huge thing. And then also some strength training stuff that is going to get them just moving better and performing that much better on their boards. So yeah, the next scene you see will be us at third layer skate park and skate shop, getting our training and getting some skating in. So yeah, I think that's really it. Hey, just know that we do have coaching slots available. So if you need it, check out down below in the description. Everything's down there and stuff. I'll probably put some on screen here. But other than that, I mean, let's get to the training, and I'll explain stuff as we go over it too. But hope you enjoy. All right, well, just pulled up to good old third layer skate park and skate shop, and we got to wear masks when we're in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna throw on my mask, head inside, get Franco skating. That's one tip off the rip, is skate for about 5 minutes. Just skate around. Don't do a bunch of tricks. Just skate around, get your body going. And then if you have the chance to hop into training, it's a great way to warm up, or into your warm up before a skate session. But that's what we'll do. And then we'll show some clips of the actual training, and I'll talk us through it and why we're doing it for Franco. And yeah, we'll just keep going from there. All right, everybody. All right, here we go. Getting into the training. So what we're going to be seeing today is actually a full-on hour of training with the homie Franco here. So we're getting prepped for PHNX AM. So stoked. I'm actually starting the series kind of late, getting it to editing, so we leave in like a week. But we've been working together for over a month now. Actually, Franco's part of my skate team for XSF, so it's pretty cool. Now, what we're doing here in the warm-up, right, is we're really working on mobilizing and stabilizing, and then also being able to react. You'll see the order we're going in here in just a second. So we started with the 90-90s, right? You've seen me do these before. You've seen us talk about them. They're absolutely amazing because there's so many different variations, and you're going to work internal and external rotation of the hips. Then from there, we're going into a dynamic runner stretch. The reason why I like this is because instead of just sitting there in that position and stretching, you're gonna push yourself forward as hard as you can, biggest stretch you can get in that hip flexor, and then you're gonna go back and rock back. So you can kind of see Franco doing that slightly here. It's hard to see from this angle, and everything you're gonna see as of right now is gonna be shot with a tripod. We're looking at getting a filmer, so if you guys know any filmers out there who wanna help us out, they're here in Minnesota, let me know. So here, we have Franco working on some T-spine extension, right? So thoracic spine extension. You gotta think, when we skate, we're constantly like here, right? You ain't never up here skating. Like you're not gonna be up there skating. Forgot talking to the microphone. And when you're doing that, you know, it's repetitive. So just allowing yourself to get some thoracic extension there, get some more mobility of that spine, can be very beneficial before a skate session or before training. Now, the next thing we're going to do before we hop into the bulk of things is we're going to work the stability aspect of things, and also reacting to forces. So here you see Franco doing the bear crawl reach through. Absolutely love this, especially if you have a foam roller or something to squeeze in between your knees, because then that way you're going to be working all the muscles on the inside of your leg that help bring the legs to midline, right? The adductors. And then you're also going to be working stabilizing the pelvis through the core, and you're allowing the T-spine to rotate as well. So you're getting a huge bang for your buck movement here. Then also the hand you're staying on as you reach through, you're working the stability muscles in that shoulder as well, just by having to stabilize and not rock all over the place. So great movement. And you want to make sure you're keeping that back flat. That's a big thing I was showing Franco there, is keeping that butt low. We're not letting it come too high. Now, like I said, the next thing we're getting into, some good old Reactive Forces. So this is a little bit different. We were going to do death drops to begin with, but Franco was feeling a little bit unstable that day, which is fine. It happens to all of us skaters. Maybe you're a little bit sore and extra sore from the session before, whatever the case may be. Whatever, right? So this is a nice variation because you're able to put the arms overhead, stand on one leg, and then throw your body down as hard as you can into the ground, and then really focus on absorbing that impact when you land, right? So we're not trying to create that sound. We're trying to really just be nice and gentle with how we come down, but still being forceful with it, right? You're not going to be able to control how gentle you're coming down when you're skating. So big thing there. So now we are going to hop into the strength work. So first thing we did is a front foot elevated split squat. The reason for this, right? A lot of us skaters, when I do a stance assessment on us, our shin angle, right? So like if you look at our shin compared to our foot, it would be a negative shin angle. So it'd be like this. And where we run into an issue there is it doesn't give us much room to go anywhere. Because if we can't get back here, when we're already here, we land a trick and we're already here, well, we can't go any farther unless we get the hips moving as well. So this is a great movement for that, focusing on pushing through the heel and the midfoot, and getting that foot elevated is going to help you sink even deeper into the movement. All right, now the next thing we work on, a little bit of wrist mobility stuff really quick, because we're going to be going into some push-ups here in a little bit. And he was kind of complaining about some wrist pain, so I was just showing him some wrist things you can do right on the ground. Super simple to do. Just kind of running through circuits, rotating the wrist back and forth, leaning back and forth, feeling a good stretch in the forearms. It's nice. It just feels good. And I find for people who do have that soreness before they go do a push-up, it helps a lot. So here, kind of ran him out of order too, right? He told me he had wrist pain, so I was like, yo, let's just do this real quick. Show him what's up. So then we went into our hinging movement, right? So yeah, I think about skating. What do we do all the time? We're hinging at the hips, right? When you push, but are we really though? How often are you coming over the front of your board where your chest is over, but back still flat? Not very much. You're kind of just letting yourself work through that range of motion without hinging back. So yes, we do hinge in skating, of course, and being able to hinge better, it's just going to leave you performing better. So we're going through a single leg B stance RDL, and he's actually going to be holding the load in the opposite hand of the working leg. So that's going to really force him to have to stop himself from rotating down and keeping control in midline. Absolutely love this movement. All right, now we're on to the push-ups. So what we're doing here is we're doing a deficit push-up, and he's doing it kneeling, right? So it doesn't matter where you start. If you can do it on your feet, good for you, hoo-ha. If you can't, fucking great, dude. Start on your knees. It's totally fine. And that's why I love this, because it's so easy to customize this type of stuff to your body. And I get it might not be easy for you, but that's what us here at Xtreme Strength and Fitness are for, right? Like, we're here to help you figure that out for yourself. So he's working through some push-ups. And of course, you think with skaters, right? Well, why do we need upper body strength? Or why would we need the upper body to be healthy and strong? Well, we fall and we catch ourselves on the upper body. So when it comes to shoulder health, wrist health, I fell the other day straight back on my tricep, pretty good, all that stuff. You want to try to give yourself some insurance, and doing upper body work is going to help. Of course, now we're doing this all body weight style right now. We haven't incorporated any weights, but eventually we'll be doing some like overhead pressing and stuff of that sort. So then from there, what we're going to do is we're going to hop into some more reactional work, right? But now we're going to really go into, I call them puddle skips. So we're trying to jump diagonally to the side and then still land in the ball of the foot, right? So you're not jumping too crazy high to begin with. Take it easy if you're going to start doing these until you can get really stable, and then you can start increasing the size or the distance of your jump. But that's what we're going to do, is we're going to jump diagonally back and forth from leg to leg, landing and stabilizing on one leg. That's a big thing. You have to land and stabilize on one leg. You don't need to be putting that other foot down. Then a big thing, I always see people going forward, go backwards, right? Think about it. When you fall in skating and you're going back, you're like, oh shit, I'm about to die. And you're able to get that foot down behind you, right? Sometimes it doesn't get there. Well, this is just gonna help you be able to understand that spatial awareness, right? While you're going backwards. It's actually super helpful. So I definitely suggest adding this into your training routine. But hey, that's all the training we got for you. Let's get to some skating.